Tacoma, welcome back to your second grade TV classroom. Today is Monday, November 30th, and I'm Mrs. Oslin. As always, take a moment to check in with your zone. Think about what emotion you're feeling. Think about your I message. You'll remember an I message sounds like I feel because and pay close attention to how strongly you're feeling your emotion. Take some think time. I'm going to model sharing my I message with Gus. Where are you, Gus? Way back here. Gus, I'm feeling tired this morning. I'm in the blue zone because I had such a long weekend with all those extra days off and I got to sleep in a lot that it was really hard for me to wake up to an alarm this morning. Now you go ahead and share your iMessage with your learning buddy, someone in the room with you, or with me on the screen. I hear a lot of you are feeling the same as me. It's always hard to come back and get back into our routine when our routine has been disrupted by extra days off, even though I hope you had a lot of fun and time with your families. So let's review our stop and stay cool steps. If you're feeling so tired that you feel like your brain is going to have a really hard time focusing, let's go through these steps together. You'll remember the first step is you say, I feel like I'm losing control. The second step is you stop. The third step is to give yourself a chilly hug. So go ahead and do that with me. And then the fourth step is to breathe in for 5, inhale through your nose, and then breathe out really hard, exhale through your mouth. Let's practice doing that together. When you're tired, doing deep breathing like that really helps get some extra oxygen to your brain and help you feel more awake and focused. Now, hopefully, you are back closer to the green zone, ready to learn. I hope you had an opportunity this long weekend to practice using the peace path if there were any conflicts that came up. You'll remember the first step on the peace path is to name the problem. This is where both people use an iMessage and say back the other person's iMessage so everyone knows how everyone feels about the situation. Then both people brainstorm or think of possible win-win solutions to the conflict. You'll remember a win-win solution is one in which both people get some of what they want and both people feel okay with the outcome. The third step is you choose one of those win-win solutions and you use it to solve the problem. Today, I want to teach you how to help yourself and others when you feel shy. That's a different emotion that we're going to talk about, feeling shy. And we want to learn, what do you do when you feel shy to help yourself and how to recognize when others are feeling shy and how we can help them. Today, I want you to think about what is one way you could help a person in our classroom who feels shy. So take some think time about how have you helped someone in your family, in your classroom, when they feel shy. Take some think time. Now, keep that in mind as we learn more about feeling shy today. So, one thing that you might have remembered is how to make a friend. And we learned this last week, that the first thing you do when you want to make a friend is you look, smile, and say, hello. Second, you introduce yourself. So you would say, my name is, what's your name? Then you could say something kind like, nice to meet you, or I'm glad you're here. And then you suggest something, an activity to do together. Using these how to make a friend steps is one way that you could help someone when they feel shy. You could also help yourself when you feel shy. Even though it's really fun and exciting sometimes to make a new friend, it can also make you feel kind of shy. So think about our feelings tree, and where do you think the emotion shy belongs? Take some think time. Turn and tell your learning buddy what you're thinking. Gus, I think the emotion shy belongs on its own branch, because when I'm shy, I'm not really feeling happy, I'm not feeling mad, and I'm not really feeling sad. It's, in my experience with shyness, it's its own separate emotion. Now, you might have said something different, and that's okay, because we all experience and feel emotions differently. I put shy off on its own branch because for me, that's how I felt that emotion fit in with the others. We're going to work through this graph today and thinking about, what does it look like to feel shy for you or someone else? What does it sound like when you or someone else feels shy? And what does it feel like in your body when you or someone else feels shy? So what I would like you to do is gather your writing notebook and a pencil, and I want you to make a graph just like this one in your writing notebook. Go ahead and do that right now. Are you ready? Okay, I'm ready too. I put today's date so that I'll remember, feeling shy, and then I have this graph. Let's start with looks like. What does it look like when you or someone else feels shy? Take some think time. Turn and tell your learning buddy, what does it look like when you or someone else feels shy? Gus, when I look at someone and I can tell they're shy because I can see their face getting red, they might even use their hands to cover up their face, or they might make their body smaller like this, or if they're feeling shy, a 4 or a 5 on the feelings thermometer, they might just leave. In the column where it says looks like, you're going to write whatever it is that you told your learning buddy feeling shy looks like. And it might be different than mine, and that's okay. Now, think about, what might it sound like when you or someone else is feeling shy? Take some think time. Now turn and tell your learning buddy what it sounds like when someone, you or someone else, feels shy. Gus, I know that when I get shy, my voice gets kind of shaky, but I've also heard when other people get shy, I hear that their voice gets really quiet. Now, you might have said something different, and that's okay, because you'll remember we all experience emotions and express our emotions, and they can sound different depending on the person. So you write whatever feeling shy sounds like to you. Now, let's think about what feeling shy feels like. What does your body do when you're feeling shy? Or what have you noticed other people's bodies do when they are feeling shy? Take some think time. Now turn and tell your learning buddy what you're thinking. Gus, I know that when I feel shy, my face feels hot and I start to sweat. So I feel sweaty. But I've also seen other people talk about when they feel shy, they just feel like they kind of want to disappear. Now you go ahead and write whatever feeling shy feels like to you, or when you've noticed other people feel shy. Now we're learning about how to recognize when us or someone else is feeling shy, what it looks like, what it can sound like, and what it can feel like. But what do you do when you're feeling really, really shy? Like when you're feeling a 4 or a 5 on the feelings thermometer. What do we do? Let's think about some situations when someone might feel a 4 or a 5 on the feelings thermometer. And I'm going to tell you the situation, and I want you to think about how strongly you would feel that emotion. And we're going to do what's called a fist to 5, meaning if I tell the situation and you would feel a 0 on the feelings thermometer, that's a fist. If you would feel it a 1, you put a 1 up. 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 5. Are you ready for the situation? So there is a student and he wants to play soccer, but he doesn't know anyone else on the team. If that were you, fist to 5, how shy would you feel? Take some think time. Now show me, fist to 5, how shy would you feel? I would feel a 2. I wouldn't be so shy that I wouldn't be able to play, but I would definitely probably have a red face, I might have a shaky or quiet voice, and my face would also feel hot. Okay, here is another situation, fist to 5. How shy would you feel if you were asked to do a report or speak about something in front of your entire class? Take some think time. Now show me, fist to 5, how shy would you feel if you had to give a presentation or a report in front of your entire class? I would feel a 4 shy. Turn and tell your learning buddy how shy you would feel. Gus, I would feel a 4 shy if I had to give a report or a presentation in front of a large group of people. I would definitely have a red face, my voice would be really shaky, I would have a hot face, and I would probably feel sweaty. I would have to do something about it before I was able to give that report. Now, if you were like me, what do you do when you feel an emotion, a 4 or a 5 on the feelings thermometer? Do you remember? We use our stop and stay cool steps. These can help you when you're feeling really, really shy too. It's not just for when you feel really, really mad. So if I had to give a report in front of a large group of people, I would say, I feel like I'm losing control. Stop. Give myself a chilly hug and breathe. Then hopefully I would have calmed my body enough that I could go forward with the report. It doesn't mean I wouldn't feel shy anymore. It just means that I would not feel shy as strongly so that I could give my report or presentation. Another thing that you could do when you feel a 4 or a 5 shy on the feelings thermometer is called positive self-talk. So think about a situation that would make you feel a 4 or a 5 on your feelings thermometer. Take some think time. Now turn and tell your learning buddy, what is a situation that would make you feel a 4 or a 5 shy on the feelings thermometer? Gus, I would feel a 4 or a 5 shy if I had to give a big presentation in front of a large group of people. I would feel, definitely have a red face. I would feel like I would want to leave. My voice would definitely be shaky. I would definitely have a hot face, and I would definitely be sweaty. I would absolutely need to do something about that before I could do a presentation. Now, think about your situation. You could go through the stop and stay cool steps. You could also use positive self-talk. Positive self-talk is where you say positive things to yourself. So if I were going to give a report or a presentation in front of a large group of people, some things I could say are, Mrs. Oslin, you prepared this report. You know what you're talking about. You can do it. It's a positive self-talk. I said positive things to myself so that I could give my report. Now think about your situation and what is some positive self-talk that you could use to get yourself lower on the feelings thermometer so you could get through that situation. Take some think time. Now turn and tell your learning buddy your positive self-talk. I heard a lot of really good positive self-talk. Some of you were talking about make a new friend, you can do it, have confidence. That was some really, really strong positive self-talk to help you feel less shy. Today we learned how to help ourselves and others when we feel shy. Now, what is one way you could help a person in our classroom who feels shy? You could remind them of the stop and stay cool steps. You could try making a friend with them if they're not already your friend. And you could encourage them to use some positive self-talk. Now your independent work today is you're going to continue looking for troublemaker words in your independent reading and using your tackle a word steps for those words that are constantly giving you trouble. You're also going to practice reading a page in your SnapWords book like you would read your word wall. You'll remember you can read it loud like a monster, scary like a witch, squeaky like a mouse, whisper like a secret, or come up with your own. And if you are comfortable and your adult is comfortable, they could film you reading a page in your SnapWords book however you like, and then you could email it to us here at the TV Classroom, and we would either share your idea or share your video. And Mr. Kevin put our email address right there for you. If you're not comfortable being filmed, that's okay. You could still write us a letter and tell us how you read your word wall, and we will share that idea with other students in Tacoma. Now is your 5-minute break. This is your opportunity to take care of your needs, but also gather the materials that you will need for math, which are your whiteboard and marker, your learning buddy, and your counters. Thank you so much for feeling and thinking and writing with me today. I hope we have a great week, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.
Hi, second graders. Welcome back. It's time for math. I hope you had a great time learning about what to do when you feel nervous with Miss Oslin. I know that I'm someone who, when I'm around a new environment, I get that like nervous feeling where I kind of want to just disappear and pretend that nobody sees me. Do you feel that way sometimes? I do too. Well, it is Monday, so it's time for Make It Monday. Are you ready? I'm going to use my whiteboard and my PowerPoint so I can write down all the ways and you can see them really well. Are you ready? Here we go. Wonder what we're going to make. Oh, we're making the number 60 today. I want you to think of at least 2 ways that you can make the number 60. If you found 2, think of another. Okay, go ahead, tell me, what's one way that you made the number 60? Great. Gus, how did you make the number 60? Gus said 30 plus 30 makes 60. Okay, Pebble, what? Oh, Pebble says 20 plus 20 plus 20 equals 60. Do you have another way to make 60? 20 plus 40 equals 60. Does anyone have a way to make 60 that doesn't include a number in the tens column of the counting hundreds chart? What if I did 12? What would I need to add to 12 to get to 60? Well, 12 to 22, 22 to 32, 32 to 42, 42 to 52, that's 40. And then how do I get to 60 from 52? Yeah, 8. So 12 plus 48 equals 60. Can anyone think of another way? What about 37 plus 23 equals 60? Very good. All right. Now, where is my eraser? Found it. Ta-da! Okay. So we've erased that. Let's see what we're going to learn today in math. Are you ready? It says, today we are developing strategies to solve addition and subtraction word problems. So we're going to really look at just a few problems today and really think about what strategy works best for this problem and for my brain. That means the one that works best for you may be different than the one that works for Gus, or different than the one that works for Pebble, or different than the one that works for Mrs. Wally. So we're going to look at lots of different strategies, how to solve the same problem so that you can identify the one that works for you. Are you ready? Let's do some warm-up. Use these numbers. Write 4 equations that are in the same fact family. So you're going to use these 3 numbers are the only numbers that are going to be in your equations. I want 4 equations that use these 3 numbers. I'm going to give you 1 to 2-ish minutes. Are you ready? Mr. Kevin's not going to show you my whiteboard. I'm going to do it along with you. Here we go. Here's some think time. Get working. You almost ready? All right, let's take a look and see what I have on my board, and let's see if you have similar equations. What do you notice? Oh, yeah, my two addends are 12 and 13 on this problem. What do you notice about this problem? What happens? Nope, 25 is not my addend. Look, it's after the equal sign. Yeah, I moved the 25 to the other side of the equation. Can you do that? It doesn't matter which side it's on. So let's look at where our addends are. So I did 12 plus 13, and then I did 13 plus 12. Remember, when we do math, we always read from left to right, just like when we read a book. So this says 25 equals or is the same as 12 plus 13. 13 plus 12 is the same as or equal to 25. Do those work? Did you have two addition equations where your addends were 12 and 13, and then 13 and 12? And did they make a total of or were the same as 25? Great. Now let's move on to subtraction. 25 minus 13 equals 12. So I have my whole, I take away a part, and the part I was finding was 12. Then on this one, I have 13 is the same as, can you do that? Can I put the equal sign on the other side? Yeah. 13 is the same as 25 minus 12. So this time I have my whole and took away the 12, and my other part that I found was 13. Excellent job. Go ahead and reset your boards. Now I want you to just take a good long look at this table. And let's try to see if we can figure out as mathematicians what's happening on this table. Are you ready? It says Todd plays a game. The table shows his points. What do you notice about the table? What was that, Pebble? Todd got a total of 55 points. Okay, we know that. What else do we know? Oh, Gus, you said in level 2, Todd got 16 points? Okay. What are we trying to figure out in this problem, second graders? Yeah, what did he score in level 1? How are you going to figure that out? You know how many total points he has. You know how many points he scored in level 2. How do you figure out level 1? Level 1, level 2, total points. I'm going to give you 1 minute. Go ahead and try and solve on your whiteboard. I'm going to solve, you're going to solve, and then we'll take a peek and look. Make sure you have a model. I don't want to see just equations. Just equations don't help you figure out what it is you're trying to find, and that's when students make mistakes. They find the wrong thing. So make a model. It can be as simple as a number bond, it can be a bar model, it can be a picture. Some kind of model that represents what you know and what you're trying to find. Do you think they're ready, Gus? Okay, take a look at the model I drew. Now I haven't solved yet, and I asked you to solve, and we're gonna get to solving. What do you notice about my model compared to the table? If I was to label my model, what would my labels be? 55 would be what? Take a look here. What does it say? 55 is the total. So I can just write total right here. What's 16? Take a look. 16 is level 2. Okay. So this must be what? Level 1. So what are we trying to find? Are we trying to find a whole or a part? Yeah, a part. Let's take a look and see how they went about solving this. It says you could draw a bar model to model it. Does my number bond kind of look like that bar model? I could change my level 1 and my level 2 around, right? We could do that, watch. We could put it in the order that it's there. This is level 2, this is level 1. Right? Would that work? Does that kind of match this bar model? Take a look. That's what I love about bar models, is they look really similar to number bonds. And we're really, really fluent at number bonds in 2nd grade. You can use an addition equation. How many of you use an addition equation? Blank plus 16 equals 55. Okay. How many of you decided to subtract after you did your model? 55 minus 16 equals blank. Okay, so here we go. It says, look at the model-it, write a different subtraction equation that you could use to solve the problem. I'm gonna go back. It says 55 minus 16 equals blank. What's another subtraction equation we could use to solve that problem? Try my think time. Oh, we could do, let's do green. 55 minus blank equals 16. Okay, so now let's try that open number line. Go ahead and erase your board. And we're gonna do it on my whiteboard so that we can have space and we can write. So I'm gonna make my line just like this. And I wanna go back to here. We know the whole in the part. How do we use the number line to help us? What do? Yeah, we take the part and then we write the whole and we figure out how much space is in between. So what is our part? Would it make sense to write 55 here and 16 here? Does 55 come before 16 on a number line? No. So we put it in the order beyond the number line. So we do 16 here. Go ahead, write 16. And then 55. Now we've practiced this, so I want you to try on your own. Get to the next 10, then count by tens, and then count the extras. Are you ready? I'm gonna give you about 30 seconds. Go. You ready? Okay, see if your thinking matches my thinking. I know my next 10 is going to be 20, and I know that I'm gonna need to go to 50. So I've got my spots I'm gonna go, and now it's time to count. Here we go. 16 to 20 is 4. 20 to 50 is 30, and I know that because 20 plus 30 is 50. And then 50 to 55 is 5. So 30 plus 4 plus 5 equals 39. So my answer to my subtraction equation, which was 55 minus blank equals 16, is 39. So, how many points did Todd score on level 1? 39 points. Okay, let's go look at the other work they want us to think. Ooh, how did you make your number line in problem 2? Well, we did it open, didn't we? And did we find the answer? We did. The answer was 39. Okay, now we're going to try it with a new problem. Are you ready? Here we go. Matt has 72 sports cards. Then he buys more cards. Okay, get your hands ready. He has 72. He buys some more. Now he has 90. Do it with me. Matt has 72. He buys some more. Now he has 90. I want you to model it and solve. I'm going to give you 1.5 minutes and go. You're trying to figure out how many more cards does Matt buy. I was just checking the timer. You have about 20 more seconds. Are you ready to check your work against mine? Okay, take a look at what I did. I'm not done though. Does your work look similar to mine or different? Why? Have I answered the question yet? I don't know which of those numbers in my equation is I didn't label. See why labels are important? What should I write as my answer statement? Matt buys 18 more cards. Matt buys 18 more cards. Now have I answered the question of how many more cards does Matt buy? Did you get 18? Nice job. If you're sitting there at home right now working on this and you're saying, it's not making sense yet, Mrs. Wally, then I want you to make sure that you reach out to your teacher on the phone this week and talk to them about this strategy. Okay. We are out of time, which means we're going to continue working on this tomorrow because we have 2 more problems. But for today, I do want you to do some homework. I would like you to complete page 221 for today. Okay? So page 221 is what you're going to complete for today. And let's check our thinking. Did we develop strategies to solve addition and subtraction problems? What did we do today? Yeah, we built models. We used an open number line. We used equations. Did we choose an efficient strategy to solve? Did we identify the answer? Did we explain our thinking? Now it's time for our affirmation. You ready? Our affirmation for today is this. Oh, before we do that, don't forget that on Wednesday the 2nd, we have a very special guest coming. Brad Evans, former Sounder soccer player, is going to be here in our studio, and you do not want to miss it. So make sure you tune in on Wednesday, okay? And then next Wednesday, our superintendent, Carla Santorno, is going to be here, and we get to meet her and talk to her and learn all about her too. Now, if you have questions this week for us, don't forget, there's an email address down below, or you can send us a letter in the mail. All right, now it's time for our affirmation. Are you ready? I am capable of doing hard things. That means I can do that. So I'm going to go first. I am capable of doing hard things. Your turn. Excellent job, 2nd graders. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Hey kids, we want to see your work. Just send your pictures and your stories to TV Classroom, 601 South 8th Street, Tacoma, Washington, 98405.